So this house right here, this might have been the property I made the most profit on, if I'm not mistaken. This was a house I bought a couple years ago on Roxbury on the east side, 48224, my favorite zip code. You feel me? So I was doing what I do, scouring Zillow every morning, and I seen this one listed for 55,000. I caught it the day they listed it. That same morning they listed it. Well, actually, they probably listed it that night, but I seen it that morning. 55,000. I broke my fingers writing up an offer. Before I even seen it, I wrote up an offer because I could always contingent upon inspection. So boom, shot the offer through 47, and then I went and seen it. So I shot the offer for 47,000. They didn't even haven't responded to the offer yet, and I went over there, seen the house, and I was like, yeah, this the one. Didn't have no issues. It was technically move-in ready. It was just outdated for the most part. The guy, I don't know what the guy, he must have been some type of doctor or something, because like the garage had so many books. I'm talking about books for days, for years, filled to the top. It had to have been over 1,000, probably more than 1,000, probably 3,000 books in there. Some of them I was able to keep because some of them were still in the plastic. Some brand new books, old ones though, like from the 80s, 90s, 70s, and they were still in the plastic. So I was like, man, don't throw them away. Let me get them. So I took the ones that I could. I wanted to take more books, but by the time I went back the next day, man, it was over. Hugo and them had already started cleaning out the place. They had all the books thrown in the dumpster. So I was like, damn, man, I missed out on that. That was a missed opportunity right there. And the reason I said it is because the books that I did take, probably about 20 to 25 books I took, I went and sold them on my resale. I got an online resale. Well, I had one. I gave it to my son now to run, but I had an online resale shop, and I put them on there. And I kid you not, I sold each book for around $100, $150. And it didn't take long. I was getting offers left and right on them books. I ain't know what they were. And some of them was in Arabic. Matter of fact, most of them was in Arabic. And I don't know what they were, so I just listed them. I just went I listed them for basically what I seen they were selling for, and they sold very fast. Even found an old school Zippo scalpel kit. Like, it was crazy. I kept that too, and I sold that for like $300. It was a few other things I kept too. I think it was like a vintage camera. It was a few things I kept from the house. I'm all around hustler. I sells it all: houses, cars, sports cards, gold, anything that I could flip, I'm flipping. You feel me? Anyway, so did my walkthrough with Hugo. He tried to get me for the 13.5 on the renovation cost, and I talked him down to 11.5. What was it? 10.5. I think I talked him down to 10.5 on the it was 10.5 on the renovation cost. And so I was like, how long you gonna take? He was like 2 weeks. I think he said 2 weeks. I think it took like 3. He was pretty fast. It wasn't that slow. And another thing about Hugo, this is the guy that I used to use for all my houses, but he ended up doing some slick stuff. Nothing too crazy. It was a house. The last house he worked on for me, which was about 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, something like that. The last house he worked on for me, he was doing the job. Matter of fact, that's also how I met my second contractor that I started using, because Hugo was essentially subcontracting the work to this guy that I ended up using after Hugo. But what happened was he was doing a house, and I don't know if he got a drug problem, a gambling problem, or what, but he was mismanaging the money, obviously, because he came to me. I had owed him like $2,500 on the job or whatever. He wasn't finished though. He still had quite a few things left to do. And he asked me, do I think I could give him $1,000 advance on the $2,500 that I owe him, because he needed some money to pay the guys. He was a little short. And I was like, man, we do the last $2,500 once the job is done. He's like, I got you, this, that, and the other. We've been doing business, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, man, don't be playing no games. So I gave him $1,000 against my better judgment. And he came back the next day and he did a few things, but after that he didn't show back up, and he didn't finish the house. It was little things. It was like some painting left to do in the kitchen. I can't remember exactly everything that was left to do, but it was some things to do. And that's when I had ended up meeting meeting Jerry, which is the guy I use for my houses now, him and another guy. But I ended up meeting Jerry because Jerry was the one doing the painting for Waltham, or for all the houses actually. Come to find out, Jerry, him and his crew was the one actually doing the job. Hugo was just subcontracting it to Jerry and his people. Hugo knew how to do work too. You know, he was in there working also. So it wasn't like he wasn't doing anything, but most of the work was through Jerry's crew. And I didn't know that at the time. So anyway, I ended up talking to Jerry. I'm like, man, why y'all didn't never finish the work? And he's like, because he didn't pay me. I'm like, what you mean he didn't pay you? I'm like, shoot, I was paying him. And he was like, and he told me you didn't like our work. So he lied on me. I'm like, I ain't never say that. I was like, I got on video me telling him that I like it. It looks good. Oh yeah, looking good. So I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't say that, bro. I said I like the work. I said y'all did good job, good work on the painting when it came to the painting and whatnot. He's like, oh, he told us you didn't like it, and he had us redo it all over again. And he said he couldn't pay us until we did the work again. I was like, that jab turkey. I'm like, I didn't say that. I'm like, if I didn't like it, I would have told you. I don't hold my tongue. Come on now. And I was like, well, shoot. So what's up, man? I need the house finished. I'm like, so what you gonna charge me to finish it? And he was like, I don't know, man. Just give me, I think he said, leave it to your heart or something like that. I'm like, well, I owe him 15. How about I give you 2,000, man, to finish it? And, cause I gave Hugo 1,000, but he ran off on me. He's like, yeah, he didn't pay me either. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, but $1,000 wasn't no big deal. And, so I was like, all right, man, go ahead and finish it up. So they ended up finishing up the house for me, which was cool. So I obviously stopped using Hugo. I ain't used him since. I seen him at Home Depot not too long ago, actually. And I was like, what's up, Hugo? And he was in a rush. Like, he was trying to rush up out of there. It was at Home Depot on 8 Mile. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he was like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, you ain't forget you still owe me $1,000, man. I said, you owe me $1,000 in labor. He said, oh, yeah, no problem. I got you. So he handed me a card. I was like, all right, bro. When I call you, don't be ignoring me. I wasn't thinking he was gonna do the work, and I still don't. I ain't even calling, but I wasn't tripping. It's not like I'm about to crash out over $1,000 and whoop his ass. Now, if this was back in my 20s, who knows? But anyway, where we at? So back to this house on Roxbury, 10-5 for the renovation. Keep in mind, this is before the house I was just telling you about. So this is one of the first houses that he did for me. And furthermore, my homeboy, which was trying to get his big fella that you see in the video, he was working on getting his contractor's license. So he wanted to somewhat manage the project manage. That's what I'm trying to say. He was trying to manage the project. So I let him do it to get it, to see how it goes or whatever. I still picked out all the materials. I met Hugo through him, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I let him handle all that because, Hugo was working for him first. So I ain't really had at this particular time in this video, I didn't really have no dealings with Hugo directly. I was dealing with my homeboy that you see in the video. That's why you see me giving him the instructions on what to do. So anyway, 10-5 for the labor. The materials ended up costing me $7,852.30. Keep all my receipts. So which left a total renovation budget of $18,352.30. Like I said, the renovations, it took them about 3 weeks to do. They did this house very fast. It didn't take long at all. And they did a good job. With this house, this was one of not only was it the most profitable, it was like one of the easiest. It's like it didn't have no hidden issues. I didn't run across no major problems. So it was a simple fix. And so put it on the market after the 3 weeks, and I got an offer within 2 days from a lady who was a principal, if I'm not mistaken. They said she was a principal for a middle school. I can't remember what the school was. But I do remember the realtor telling me that the house was close to her school. And I know it was a school right there on Casino, and I don't know, not sure if that was the school she was the principal of, but nevertheless, she was a principal. Once the house got listed, well, actually before the house got listed, when we were still working on it, there was quite a few people kept coming up and asking could they see the inside of the house. And then the lady next door, or no, 2 doors down, she gonna say, I hope you don't plan on renting it out. I was like, nah, I don't do rentals. I'm gonna sell it. She's like, oh, thank goodness, because we don't want no rentals around here. We all homeowners. It was an older lady. She's probably like 70. Like, okay then, I feel you, Miss Shirley. But anyway, she ain't want no renters around there. So I told her I'm selling it, and she's like, thank goodness, no renters. So everybody happy. Put it on the market. Got an offer within 2 days. Smooth sailing. They offered I put it, what did I list it at? 129. I got an offer for 125. No concessions, none of that. Obviously, I accepted it. I was like, bet. 125. I'm all in like, what I say, 65-ish? 65.8? Oh, no, 65.3. So I'm just doing the math in my head. I'm like, man, I'm about to go shopping once I sell this. You feel me? Just half a pilly. I'm coming up. I feel so pretty. But they hit me with a repair saying, they give you like a list of things that they want you to repair before they could move forward with the deal. Can you believe this guy rather, told me that I got to get a blank for the breaker. They flagged me on a blank for the breaker. Keep in mind, a blank costs 50 cents from Home Depot. It's a little plastic like spacer thing that goes into the breaker box if it's missing if there's no breaker there. They want a blank there. And I'm like, bro, I can go shoot up to Home Depot, which is around the corner, grab that right now. He was like, nah, you got to schedule it with the bank and I'll come back. Keep in mind, the initial appraisal was $600. For him to come back is another $200. I'm like, here he go, price gouging me. Just trying to get an extra $200. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So, boom, put it in there. I kid you not, he was in the house for 30 seconds. And shot up out of there to see the blank was there. I'm like, damn, this nigga just made $200 in 30 seconds. Jesus. Anyway, he signed off on the repairs. So then we moved to the closing table. And after all the realtor fees, so I wasn't a realtor at that time, so I had to pay 6%, 3 to the selling agent and 3 to the listing agent. So that was, realtor fees was a total of $7,500. Title fees, title insurance and all that good stuff. Title work was $1,536, and then the prorated taxes like $550. So total selling cost was $9,586. My total all in with the renovation, the cost of the house was $74,938.30, which left me with a total profit of $50,061.70. Biggest profit. And it only took less than 2 months. It was 3 weeks they took to renovate it. It took less than 30 days to close. The bank got the appraisal within like a week of the offer. And then, it came back out. That took another couple days. So, yeah, we closed in like 20-some days. So we're just going to say 2 months or a month. We could just say 2 months, but it was really less than 2 months. So it's $50,000 in less than 2 months. Beautiful. It can't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So that was that house. Great profit. Couldn't be no easier. One of the easiest and most profitable flips I've ever done. But also, I want y'all to like the video. I want you to subscribe to my channel. And also hit that hype button. So I want you to like. And when you like, I want you to hype. There's a hype button like in the comment section or something, or wherever it's at. Find that hype button. I want you to hit that too. Help a brother out. And I also want you to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We be doing house flips. We're doing house tours. Me and my wife, we doing the mansion tours and all that good stuff. We doing the tours of the raggedy houses whenever we be looking for properties to flip. You feel me? Go ahead. Hit that subscribe button.